So hey guys, hello to everyone. Hi there, welcome back to my YouTube channel. You know that guys, I love you and I love you permanently. So I'm back again with another video, and I feel like this is actually very important information, because I want to share information with people maybe who are in the verge of actually choosing a course to do, who people who are in matric, people who are in grade 11, and they are probably, at the crossroads, not knowing what to do, like which course to choose and all of that. Because I previously mentioned to you guys that on my previous video, that when I was in matric, guys, I literally, I don't know, I did not have all the information that I needed at the time. I literally felt blank. I was not informed enough. So I thought that I would do this video and that it would maybe broaden your way of understanding, and actually maybe you'll share with someone maybe who's at that crossroads of their life, and then maybe it would be useful for you to at any part of your life. So I'm just going to be looking down on my notes, guys, so that I share things that are valid and things that I've actually written down. So guys, these are the things that I want most people to know, so that you don't make the same mistake as we did and all of that. There's a saying that says, an older person sees something that a little child does not see, even if they are standing. So I have experienced this, and I wish that I had this knowledge, that maybe it would have helped me in terms of making better choices, in terms of making wise decision when it comes to my career, the courses that I actually did, and all of that good stuff. So guys, let me start with this. Many people actually choose their careers based on their marks. For example, let me make an example. You are an A student, you get 7 A's, distinctions for your physics, your life sciences, and all of that good stuff, mathematics. You are a genius. And then most people think, let me be a doctor. It's not wrong to be a doctor, but that is not what should choose the type of career that you do. It's not based on your marks. I know many people make it to look like it's based on your marks. Oh, you're good in accounting and all of that. But it goes down to actually what you love to do. What is it that you can actually enjoy waking up to do each and every day? Those are the things we should be asking ourselves. You don't want to be a doctor and you have no patience for people. You don't want to be a nurse and you have no sense of humility for the people. Because the reason why, for example, in our health system, we have people who are nurses, but they don't care about people. They take lunches. For example, all of them take lunches and people are standing there in the queue. Is because they qualify for it, but they don't have the heart for it. So the first thing you should look at is, what is this one thing that I love to do, that I have a passion for? Yes, I get distinctions. Yes, I'm a great student. But look at, you don't have to be a doctor if you're not patient with people. You don't have to be a doctor if you're scared of blood. You don't have to be a doctor if you can't stand, for example, human beings. There are people who like to work isolated and they don't like working with people. It's like being, for example, a taxi driver and you are getting annoyed with people. Like, no, then that means you're not supposed to be in an environment where you're going to be around people. So that is the first thing I want you guys to look at. That it's not based on your marks, but it's based on what you love to do. What is that one thing that you're going to wake up and feel, satisfied to actually be doing? Because I think even in schools, the minute they see that you're good with accounting, they literally think you have to be an accountant. The minute they look at you and see you're good with physics, you have to be a scientist, you have to be a doctor, you have to be... No, that is not the case. Look at that thing that you love to do and say, oh, if I did this, I would really enjoy it. Because you don't want to be a doctor and next thing you are scared of injecting people and all of that, because it's not in you. So that is the first thing that I want you guys to start looking at. Yeah, because you find that, I remember this other time, during COVID, we were in hospital because my mother had COVID. So in hospital, and there was this granny, she was really old, and she was crying, she was in the public hospitals. So she was really crying because she was in excruciating pain. And I remember this nurse was like, oh, but why are you crying? Why are you screaming? Why don't you come and tell us what the problem is? If you really care about people, and this person is old enough to be is old enough to be your mother, you wouldn't treat your family like that. But why is it that it's okay to treat another human being? It's because it's not in you. You don't have the passion for it. That is why people can take lunches and nobody's for example, at the reception desk. Why? Because people don't have a passion. They're just doing it for the sake of money. So that is what I want you to look at. It's good to, you also want to make money. It's good. But at the same time, people must not suffer just because you are in a place where you don't really want to be. You're just doing it for the sake of money, and we all have to suffer. So that is the first thing that I want you guys to look at. And then the second thing is, don't do what your parents want you to do. Now, every parent wants their child to be a business owner. Every parent wants their child to be a doctor, a teacher, and all of those good things, which is good. But your parents shouldn't be the one to dictate what you will be doing for the rest of your life, because you will be the one who's waking up each and every morning. Excuse me. You will be the one waking up each and every morning. You are the one who will actually have to fulfill the duties of that job. So it all goes down to, what is it that you really want to be doing for the rest of your life? That your parents might be a doctor, but it's not in you. I think I read a story once where the guy was a doctor, but his passion was in agriculture. His passion was in agriculture, and he literally left because what is the use of doing something that you don't really enjoy? You don't really enjoy. Your heart is not in it. Your parents chose it for you. So, imagine studying for 7 years for something that you don't really like. So I would really advise you guys to take a back seat and just sit down and think about this. You need to sit down and actually think about this, see the different careers that are out there, and see which one is within your means that you actually would love to be doing for the rest of your life. Yeah, so I would advise, listen to your parents, but don't listen to your parents. Yeah, because at the end of the day, you are the one who actually has to carry out those duties to actually fulfill that employment requirements. And then the next thing I have here is, most of the time when we are in high school and all of that, we like to go with friendship. Because when you are a high school learner, you think life revolves around the premises of the school, and you think about your friends, you think about this, and you go about the choices of your friends. Oh, I want to go to this university and all of that. No, it has nothing to do with friendship. Life has nothing to do with friendship, but it has everything to do with you. And that the choices that you make today will impact you tomorrow. It will impact you tomorrow. And you're going to find out that once you leave high school, those people that you call your friends, they will be living different lives, because firstly, you come from different households. It might happen that maybe your friend goes to University of Johannesburg. It might happen that you maybe go to DUT. Your life already is separate and it is different. So I would advise that when you're choosing a course or something that you want to do for the rest of your life as a career, because it's based on what you actually studied, you must not go by friendship. It's good to have a friend to advise, but in life you are solo. You came alone and you will live alone. So even when you're choosing your career choice and all of that, you must be mindful that I'm not doing this just because my friend is doing it and all of that. So just be mindful of that. Someone is looking at me, guys, like I'm literally at work, and someone is peeping through the window to hear me or to hear what I'm saying, and they're looking at me, and I'm trying so hard to actually concentrate and not deviate from this. So friendship aside, this has everything to do with you. So all the focus is on you. And then the other thing is, guys, you need to know your family. You need to know your family strengths. Like I said, don't go with friendship, because for example, guys, maybe I'm not sure this before. My mother is a domestic worker. My mother is a domestic worker, and I'm not going to live my life according to someone who's maybe their mother is a teacher, or maybe their mother is a pharmacist. I'm not going to live like that. But I need to know my household situation to say, you know what, my family can afford this. And when this door opens, I'm going to be studying for, I'm going to be studying 100%, because my mother is working like like a slave for me. So know your family situation. You need to know your family situation. That, especially as Black people, don't know that when your parents put their money on your education, it's very pivotal. It's very important that you are actually focused and that you do the amount of years that you need to study. There's no year where you are failing and all of that. So you need to know your family situation, because your family situation will actually push you so that you can actually achieve your dreams and all of that good stuff. So guys, I really advise that you look into these things when you are choosing a course or career. Do your research. You would be shocked that some people are in matric, but they don't even have a Gmail account. You would be shocked that when they go to the library, they don't even know how to switch on a computer. You will be shocked at those things. Why? Because there is lack of understanding. I know that in primary school we are being taught, for example, sorry, in high school we are being taught about your assets and all those things. You know, you see how our education system is so weak because we are being, for I'm making an example, we are being taught on assets just from a learning point of view, but you are never told that you must acquire assets as an individual yourself. So maybe that is a story for another day. That's a story for another day. So yeah, guys, I just want you to focus on this thing when you're actually choosing a career. It's not by groups, it's not by who you know, it's not by anything else, but it's about you, because you are the one who's actually going to be waking up each and every day to fulfill that job and to fulfill that post. And if you are a person who loves business, how do you see a person who is business minded? You see them in school selling chips, you see them in school selling lollipops, you see them in schools doing this and this and this and this, and you see that this person actually, has that, entrepreneurial skills. So you should also look on that. Some people don't want to be managed, they just want to be sole traders, they just want to be, so I'm not going to push this video to be really, really long, and I hope that this information was really, really useful to you. So yeah, guys, that is what I have for you today. And yeah, guys, please do like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and just share with me if I'm providing useful information for you guys, because the most important thing I want is for these videos to be informative, for you to get something out of it. So yeah, guys, you know that I love you and I love you permanently, and I will be seeing you again on my next video. I love you guys. Have a good one. Bye.